Hello! Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For this week, I am going to use the Thelema deck by Renata Lechner, I want to say. Where's your name? Is it Renata Lechner? I thought it was Renata Lechner. Yep, Renata Lechner, sorry. I knew it was there somewhere. And then the website is here at the bottom, loscarebo.com. Focus, camera, focus. Hopefully it's focusing. Feel free to freeze frame on that if you're interested in that information. Supportive Oracle cards, Magical Spell cards by Lucy Cavendish, illustrated by Jesse Reish, and there's the hayhouse.com website at the bottom. Feel free to freeze frame and check that out if you are interested. Last but not least, I do use dice. I use a 22-sided dice for the Major Arcana. I substitute 22 for 0 for the Fool. I use a 14-sided dice for the Minor Arcana, and then I use a 4-sided dice to choose the element. And they are from the Dice Shop. The website is mathartfun.com. Hopefully you can see that. All right. And, of course, if you'd like a reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below, same email. And now, let's go on to your reading. Hello, Libra. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. These readings are valid for when you come to them. That being said, what do we have for Libra? Okay. This reading does not have to be romance-oriented. We do have some romance cards popping out. It just means it's something that you value. That's all we need to keep in mind. No. I think we're there. Okay. So whatever this is, I keep feeling like it's something that you want that maybe you don't feel like you deserve or you shouldn't have. Something like that. I really feel like this is something you do truly want, but you won't let yourself have it. Or for some reason, maybe you don't feel like you deserve it or something like that. There might be some emotional conflict with this. You do watch and you do pay attention, but I feel like I stay in the shadows. I stay out of view. When I get the 7 of Swords over here, some people view that as the Thief card. It's one version of it. For me, it's also kind of like keeping an eye on situation without people realizing you're keeping an eye on a situation. Kind of like an eavesdrop thing sometimes. I'm not feeling bad about it. I'm just not feeling bad about it. So whatever you got to do, you got to do. You've been invested in this situation for a long time. You've wanted it. When I look in the past, I see the Page of Pentacles. It maybe started very slow, but over time it's gotten pretty strong. I keep getting like I feel like I shouldn't have it, or maybe I'm not allowing myself to have it. Something like that. There's some type of emotional conflict with it. So, as life does once in a while, opportunity it presents itself, things change very, very quickly. Temperance comes in, romance. Doesn't have to be a romance situation, but this is opportunity like falling right in your lap. It's not even knocking on the door, it's falling right in your lap. Listen, bug. Happening really fast, coming out of nowhere. This is a speed card. Poof. This is sometimes travel too, but I'm getting like there's a lot of passion coming forward, a lot of good energy. Boom. There it is. Again, it's not knocking at the door, it's falling like right on you. Like poof, there you are. And these cards, this is why I'm saying it doesn't have to be romance, but there's a lot of those cards showing up. So if it is, then it is. If it's not, don't worry about it, but it's something you want that I keep feeling you're not letting yourself have. The moment shows up and it's there. It's there. You're like, not only is it right in my lap, but clearly I can physically make this happen. I want to, and I know that. Can we get a little bit more on that? I know that you want to. If this reading is hitting, you want to. There's something holding you back, though. You got the Hierophant half in, half out. You got the Ace of Swords half in, half out. To get what you want, it feels like I have to break rules. Question is, whose rules? Your rules? Society's rules? Legal rules? Hopefully not legal rules, but you know, you'll get yourself in legal trouble. Careful now. Not that you would, but I'm trying to get more from this. I feel like in this moment, it's hard to say no. It's just like, I love sweets. I do. It's like having that bowl of ice cream with the cake and the donut right in front of you, and you're just like, I shouldn't have all that, but you're like, you're hungry, and you're like, but I want it. I shouldn't, but I really want it. And maybe you're kind of like, well, maybe I'll just have some. It's here. It's hard to resist. It's hard to resist, and you do want it, and that's why I use those in ice cream, especially like. Seriously, now I want my ice cream. Now I want some. It gets so far, and you have to make a decision. Whatever this is, it's right in your lap. It's like right there. You have to make a decision. And this is about the long game. I don't feel like that's difficult. But I feel like what they're saying is like, this is definitely something you can have, and this is worth it. You can make this work. So I'm wondering if I use the cake, the cake and the ice cream and the donut as a example of kind of like, it's not that I can't have it. Should I have all that in one sitting? Probably not. The ice cream can save in the freezer. You can put the cake in an airtight thing and save that for a couple days. Same thing with the donut. So if I kind of like ration it out, I can have this. Prosperity can be yours. It's all about how you handle it. Now we're into the next level of like, if you decide to go forward with this, if you do. What they say do not do. Do not cater to other people's needs. There's a lot going on behind the scenes that people won't share. There's a lot of things going on behind the scenes that just people won't share. You don't have the full picture. If you try to balance it out and cater to other people's needs, you're going to do it based on what you see, not what's actually going on. You're going to go based on what you know. Makes sense, but you don't have the full picture. I can understand why you'd want to. Libra is extremely fair, and you're like, I'm not looking to take advantage of anybody. I'm trying to do what's right. I'm trying to do what makes sense. I'm not looking to screw over anybody. I get that. You're not. But they're saying people aren't sharing, and people will take advantage of the situation even though you won't. Now, I know you can't just abandon that, because Libra, in my experience, they don't just railroad people. They're just not going to do that. Especially if you're kind of like, I don't know if this looks right. I don't know if this is fair. It'll pull on you a little bit, and you're like, I don't know, I don't feel comfortable with this. So they're acknowledging that, yeah, catering to other people's needs, like, you can understand that to a point, but I feel like it's going to be a little uncomfortable for you, because it's kind of like, I don't know if this is fair, I don't know if this is right. The advice they're giving is to, like, step slowly. Like, I think a lot of times I use the example of a seed with the Ace of Pentacles. You put it in the ground, you got to nurture it, it starts slow. So like if this was going to be an oak tree, it takes years before it's that big, strong, beautiful oak tree. It's nice in the beginning, it is, it's cute in the beginning, and it gets stronger and stronger and better over time, and that's wonderful. But like it's like a slow start. How does it behave? A slow start. Let's watch what it's doing on its own. Try not catering to other people's needs and just see what happens. See where things go. Do what's best for you. If you can do it for like 2 months and just kind of like see how other people react and do what's best for you, you're going to see how other people are doing things, and you're going to see how maybe there's other things balancing this out that you originally didn't know. It's going to kind of smoke some facts out of it's smoking the stuff out of the, like, when you smoke something out, how do you explain this? Like, they're smoking things out of the grass, like there's something hidden in the grass, so they use smoke to get it out. I'm not saying it's the most pleasant way to do it, but I'm just saying, you know what I mean? It's smoking some things out. You're going to see more come forward. Can get like a little bit more. I feel like I need a little bit more with that. Ace of Pentacles again. And it's kind of like, The world reversed. When you see this, when you're doing it slowly and surely, the situation needs to change and there's some advancement that needs to happen, right? When you're doing it more to your needs and you're just going slowly, like you're not doing leaps and bounds, you're just moving slowly, just doing what serves you for at least the first 2 months, if you can do that, you're going to see that other people are not, it's not that they're not getting what they need, they're working in a counter direction. They're working in a very negative direction. I feel like it's very negative. Now, it might not be negative like vicious, but it might be negative like trying to put something back where it doesn't belong. It's kind of like, when a child grows up and they get, into their 20s, and sometimes parents have a hard time with that and they continue to try to control the kids. When they're in their 20s, that, like, you should be letting them control. They're living their own lives. But something, it's past its time. It's trying to make things go back. It's trying to have control of people you shouldn't have control over. So it's negative in that sense. The people involved may not see it that way. You're going to start seeing that come out of the woodwork. That's going to help you make better decisions, help you make more stable decisions that are better for the long run of the situation. That's the advice to do that. Now, as it keeps moving forward, people don't want to move forward and have to move forward. They want to return to what they know. They want to return to what was. And it's going to stagnate at points. But again, if you're working more to your benefit and you're letting the situation sort itself out, it gives you a better vantage point to go, okay, that's not working. I'm glad I didn't back that up because I would have. But since I didn't, and I see what's happening here, maybe I can balance it better over here so we can start moving this forward a little bit better. Maybe we can get it unstuck. That's the whole thing about going slowly and kind of moving it more to your advantage in the beginning and just kind of waiting to see how it works out instead of trying to make friends with people and trying to help other people balance things out. It seems like that's the natural energy, but they're like, if you resist that and just hold to yourself, do what's best for you for now, it'll give you a better place so that you can keep things moving forward and help things kind of keep going forward as they should. The more you don't do that, the longer this hanged man energy is going to last, and it's not really enjoyable. Sooner or later, the situation will let go and it will move forward, assuming you go along with it, and you will have what you want out of the situation. It will happen. It's just better for you and everybody involved if you kind of hold back in the beginning instead of helping people try to work it out, and instead of mediating it in the beginning and kind of trying to help other people be happy too. Stepping back, just do what you need to do and letting them show you what's really going on there. Letting them show you how they're really handling things. It'll make it much better. You'll have a better vantage point and you'll be able to move this forward a lot more smoothly. I think we're there. All right. I'm going to shut this down here. Hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email. jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's james4astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below. Same email. Thank you very much for watching and have a great day.